Hey.
Hey.
What if we combined our names?
What
do you think that would sound like?
I don't know.
Howdy, y'all.
Hi, guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From Metallica.
Yes.
Deep in the heart of Texas. No, not really. We are from Texas, but
Yeah.
we're not really from Metallica. Just unfortunate, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We're from RNA Music. And today we're going to answer your questions. Let's get to it. First question. Garrett Hendry. Hey, guys. Hi. Fellow small mom and pop music store owner here.
Hey.
Awesome, man.
Nice.
What's the wood on the wall, and are those slats painted or stained? Thanks. He's talking about our wall from the last Ask RNA video. We were in front of one of our guitar walls.
Yep.
And that is pine, 1x6 and 1x4. They're kind of staggered, so it's a 6 and a 4, a 6 and a 4. So it looks like pallet wood. We tried the pallet wood, real pallet wood, which is behind our actual front desk, and it's way too much work.
We got a whole bunch of them from a local hardware store that, because we're in a small town, so we know people, and we got the hookup. And yeah, that was
terrible.
Yes.
Way too much work.
Yeah, because pine, if it's old pine, it gets really hard and brittle. So with the rust of the nails and blah blah, it was just like,
the pallet wood's not conducive. Just
no.
You could do it. It's gonna take way too long.
All eyes.
Pinterest is a liar.
Yeah. So if you can get pallet wood already disassembled, then go for it. Because it still has that barn look, but yeah.
Well, we did, because it took us a whole day just to rip apart pallets and cover a small section of wall. I said, forget this. We're just gonna go, there's a lumber yard right down the road from us. So I went down and bought some 16-foot pieces of 1x6 and 1x4 and just staggered them, and we just put them up. And then we came back and you stained them with a walnut stain.
Yeah, like a dark walnut.
Dark walnut.
Yeah.
Well, just one coat.
That was it.
And it was awesome.
It was the dark walnut, so it was with one coat, it was a perfect balance. If we did two coats, it would have been really dark. Actually, the door behind us is stained in the dark walnut also.
I'll throw up some pictures. And
it just worked really well. The pine just absorbed it just enough to give it that real pretty look. So
we actually have a video of us. We shot a video of us remodeling the shop that I have never published.
I know.
Like a year ago. We just need to do a little wrap up for that video, and we'll put that up. And you can kind of see the process of us doing it and Angela staining it and everything.
Yeah.
So that'll be coming, if we can shoot a wrap up, kind of a tail end of that a year later.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in the next couple of weeks, stay on the lookout for a video about that. But it worked great. As far as the slat wall, that's painted black.
Yeah.
Gloss black. So we had the slats that I bought from the same hardware store. Actually, they gave them to me.
Yeah, they were just at the back of the shop or something.
Yeah, and we usually had them painted gray because we had different colors, and then we decided, or Angela decided, we should paint them black.
Yeah, because Pinterest is your friend. And I actually searched on Pinterest music stores, guitar stores, because there's different music stores. There's like band music stores.
Yeah, but no tubas here.
And there's guitar stores. So I did guitar store design, and we found a really cool store in Nashville.
Yeah, I think it was.
And it was just
sweet.
Yeah, phenomenal. And the space that they had, we could not pull off what they did. A lot of stuff, but we picked a couple little things, and one of them was the slat wall, and they had black backings for their wall, for their guitar hangers. So we already had the black guitar actual mounts, but the slats behind it, I thought we need to put those black because that's a really gorgeous accent color.
It really does.
So it made it really just pop.
Against the wood, it looks really.
It changed. Our shop was all kind of different colors of gray before, and the gray slat wall, so it just kind of bleh it out.
Yeah.
But once we went to the wood grain and the black slats, the guitars just popped on the wall. We might eventually
end up doing all of the guitar walls but
yeah, especially one other wall. Yeah.
It took us about a day to do almost a whole huge wall with the lumber that we just bought. Instead of the pallet one thing, it's just too time consuming.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah.
Thanks, Garrett. Next question. Tim Worley. Hi, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Ryan, now that you have been given the gift of riffness from the het,
yes.
Are you going to finally finish your album? Angela, what are must-learn songs for guys to woo the ladies?
Woo.
Yes, I feel like I actually can play a little bit better because I got a little high five on this hand and a little handshake on this hand from James.
It was
So both hands have been blessed.
Surgical, yeah.
By the riff lord. So actually, I kind of felt like I could play a little bit better.
Oh my gosh.
Like 10% better. Not like 1,000% better, but like maybe 10% better than normal Ryan.
Yeah.
So
that just goes to show that playing better is on your mind.
It is.
It's all. This is what's keeping you from playing better.
Yeah.
That.
Just got to believe.
Yeah.
Believe that if you get touched by James, you will play better. So I could probably bestow that upon people. If they come in the store, I can touch you.
Over the line.
Too much?
Yeah, too much.
Too much? Okay. Maybe not. Our memory card was full.
Oh my god.
Dadgummit.
Oh my god.
Right now, we have to get ready. Like, we're super prepared for our student recital, which is this Sunday, so like in 2 days. So I'm kind of zoned in on making sure our student recital goes well.
Yes.
Now, after that, I have a little bit of a breather, but I'm obligated to work on a certain Bitter Bass Player's album.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Not first, but like in conjunction with. But
yeah. So it's been a long time coming too.
Yeah. So I've got to re-record some guitar parts for Paul for one of the songs that we wrote together. And really, I need to take care of that stuff. But yeah, I mean, hopefully I'll have at least all the songs finished by the end of the year. So I don't know. I've got to finish my songs before I can record them. So I've got about 4 or 5 that are in various stages of almost done or 70% done. So yeah, I'm gonna make a big push for the rest of this year to really work hard on my EP and get some progress done. Yeah.
There you go.
The James hands should help though. Angela, how do you woo the ladies with guitar?
What are some songs to woo the ladies? Oh my gosh. My first...
Battery?
Yeah.
Inner Sandman?
Exactly.
Sad But True?
All of those. It's just, there's something about it. It just makes your heart flutter.
I know how you feel.
The first song that I was just like right off the top of my head was Extreme.
More Than Words?
More Than Words. Yeah. That was... I remember even as like a young girl... I don't even know when that song came out.
Like 90?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Like, I remember hearing it for the first time. I mean, I was really young in 90. And so I remember thinking just like, this is the most beautiful song ever, and getting that little, heart flutter. And, for most people, it's different.
Bon Jovi? That can't go wrong.
Yeah, it's just little, there's certain songs, any ballad, anytime I think whenever, especially when rock guys do a ballad, I think you can't go wrong with that. Because most of them are pretty nice. They're beautiful songs.
Yeah, Mr. Big had that one. Hold on, little girl.
Yeah.
Something.
Be With You.
Wants to be with you.
Yeah, I like that. That was really good.
Girls by Motley Crue.
Yeah.
No.
Pour Some Sugar on Me. Yeah, that one is like, for me personally, anything like Bryan Adams, Sting, I don't know, something about those guys just like, yeah.
And then the heart flutters.
And then yes, every time, because it reminds me of when I was younger, and I think that's the key, is whatever the girl liked when she was like between the ages of 13 and 17, whatever she listened to that really made her sing, it'll take her back to that moment when she had puppy love and she just was like, that's when we learned, like, our heart fluttered when we heard certain songs. So if you can take her back to that moment, it's just, because girls are very nostalgic. Mm-hmm. Most girls are very nostalgic.
So first you got to know is what's the age of the lady you want to woo.
Yes.
And then subtract that.
You might be thinking some Justin Timberlake. You might be going back to some, stuff from the 2000s and depending on the lady. But for me, I mean, you can pull out some Stevie Wonder, you can pull out some Marvin Gaye, you can do some, I mean, I have like different eras where there were just songs that just was like, oh, yeah.
The 40s to 50s, probably some Bon Jovi.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a couple of Bon Jovi songs in there that
I
were
still,
just like...
the moms were like, you say something about Bon Jovi, and they're like,
oh.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
That was junior high for me, though.
Yeah.
That wasn't so much, but yeah. But the number one, like the pinnacle song is... Yeah, More Than Words from Extreme.
Do it.
And me personally, of course, this is just for his knowing. He knows like any Spanish guitar song.
Yeah.
Like
flamenco, Spanish guitar.
Yeah, I am a sucker.
She loves it.
Sucker for it. Yeah. So there you go.
Great question, Timothy. Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. Mike S4628. Ryan, I saw the pics of the Metallica concert and see you got to play James and Kirk's guitars. I did get to play their actual guitars. So excited. I was curious about how they're set up, how people's guitars are set up, how they play, high or low action, anything particular catch your eye or stand out about their setups. Actually, now that I think about it, they were pretty comfortable to play. And I would say it was sort of like a medium action. It wasn't a super low action like maybe what you might think. It was kind of, wasn't high, but it wasn't super low either. It was just sort of a normal medium action on the strings. And felt pretty good, honestly. Other than that, I was just so, oh my gosh, I'm holding this guitar.
I think he was overwhelmed that you could ask him anything and he'd probably be like, I don't know. I was like, oh.
But yeah, the number one thing a guitar player notices when they pick up another guitar is like the string height. And so even if I pick up something that's super low, I'm like, oh, I don't dig that, because to me it's hard to do really big bends on, and of course super high string action, it's very hard to play. They were really comfortable, but they were set up kind of to a medium, which is what I play.
Oh.
I have great taste, apparently. But yeah, other than that, no, I mean, they felt great. Of course, they're the actual ESP guitars. Both of those, I think, were marked number one. Like Kirk's was like number one, like the number one ESP. I don't know if it's the first one he ever got or whatever, but it's pretty cool. And James, I think that was the very first snake bite that they had, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, they felt really good. They felt really good to play, actually. So I don't know if $4,000 good, but they did feel nice. So thanks, Mike. Michael St. John, what do you guys think of farts? Also, have either of you farted while doing your informative YouTube channel? Thank you. Love the show. What do I think of them?
They're necessary.
I think they're funny. Like my kids crack up.
Oh my gosh. I think the first time the boys, talking about our children, ever like almost died laughing, like they couldn't breathe laughing, was the Scooby-Doo, whenever they go to the haunted house and Shaggy and Scooby do the live action movie, whenever they did a fart off, that was
they almost passed out from not breathing. We had to tell them stop laughing. We had to actually get serious with them, like stop because you're going to like hurt yourself from laughing so hard. So yeah, we giggle at it, and I don't find it as funny as 12-year-old boys do.
Yes.
But as far as either during the show, I don't think so.
I don't think we have, actually,
so.
Which is very, uncommon for me. Because I'm a gassy lady.
Gas. Lots of gas.
Oh my gosh. My mom's going to be like, Angela K. The world does not need to know about your flatulence. No.
Sure it does, for science.
Apparently somebody wants to know. But yeah, we think it's funny.
It's like breathing. Everyone does it.
Inhale, exhale.
Better out than in, I say.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks for the question. Brian M., I hope you enjoyed the Metallica concert. Oh, I did.
If you haven't,
thanks for sharing some pics on Instagram. A couple of gear-related questions. What is the most comfortable guitar body shape for playing while sitting and standing? What are your thoughts on the Gibson style headstocks? Headstock angle, the way the tuners line up, string binding. Are the rumors true that they do not stay in tune? Ooh, good question. Most comfortable guitar, sitting or standing? I tell you what, an Explorer is really comfortable sitting
That's
or
exactly
standing.
where I thought you were going to go.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah, see,
I did.
you know me so well. They're great because it feels really good on the right leg, feels really good on the left leg, traditional, it feels great standing, it's really well balanced. So, an Explorer, as long as it's balanced, which, you know, my Gibson is, and then the Schecter E1 custom that I got here at the shop, it's really well balanced. So those are super comfortable. It may not be your style visually, but comfort-wise, pretty nice. As far as the Gibson headstock angle, you know, people talk about that all the time, about the, you know, they snap and they break because there's not enough, you know, wood between the truss rod on the inside. Yeah, that happens. It's never happened to me. I mean, I have several guitars that have a very similar angle, and we have an Epiphone Les Paul. Angela has one, and we've never had a problem with it. But as far as it staying in tune, I don't know. I like every guitar can go out of tune. I don't think I've ever had a guitar that didn't go out of tune at some point.
Yeah.
But I haven't played or owned a USA Gibson Les Paul, so enough to probably say, yeah, it's crappy or it's okay. But I don't know, maybe it's kind of like that thing. I always say that with Elixir strings, the G, the third string, always seems to break like all the time. It's like, is that a myth or is that true? Because when I worked at a big guitar store, people were always coming in asking to buy that because they were always breaking. And some people say, oh, I've never had a problem with mine. So it's kind of subjective, I guess. But I do like it when you buy a guitar and they have a little volute wood little bloop right there under the neck. I think that's great to add stability, and you know, it probably wouldn't hurt Gibson to do that, but I know they don't want to change a lot of things due to tradition. So, but any of my guitars that are, I have a lot of single cuts, and it has a very similar angle and everything to the Gibson, but I've not really ever had a problem. So, great question, Brian.
There you go.
Why don't you guys, this would be a great question for y'all to leave a comment. What do y'all think about Gibson headstocks and angles and tuning? And if you own one, it's even better. So you have a better, you know, perception of it.
Knowledge.
I think, dang it, what's his name? One of our commenters has one. One of our regulars has got that he's had for a while. So, yeah, leave a comment and let us know. Thanks. RKG Austin. Ryangela. Angela Lyon? Question mark, question mark. I assume that's a question about how would we combine our names?
Yes. Like Brangelina. You know.
Is there any other famous ones?
I think every famous person has had, couple has had their names combined. But
Ben Affleck and Jennifer. Bennifer.
Bennifer. Yeah. And so yeah, both Ben and Jennifer's, because he was married to J-Lo.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After Jersey Girl.
I've never really thought about it.
Yeah. I always think
Ryangela.
Ryangela. That's my first go-to, because it's Ryan and Angela. I don't go first in that.
I think Cephas.
Yeah. Because our middle names.
I always mix our middle names. That's what I do.
Yeah. He calls me Cephas.
Yeah, because you'll call me Alphas. Like
that's his middle name.
If I'm being naughty, Alphas.
I'm like, Alphas. He'd be Cephas. So yeah, he calls me Cephas.
That would be...
That's a good Jedi name.
Yeah, Cephas. Cephas Lolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would go with Ryangela.
Ryangela, possibly.
Because that's both of our full names. Because Angelion, you're taking off one of the letters.
Ryangela works because it contains all the letters of our names.
Yes. Yeah, just like the Lolly, and you would continue with our last name, Ryangelali.
Ryangelali.
Yeah.
That would work.
Good.
Do that. Thanks for the question.
There you go.
Metalhead Hippie. What do you guys think of Die Antwoord? Have you checked them out, and can we get a reaction vid? You know who that is?
No.
I had no idea who that is. But Paul, the bitter bass player, was here yesterday. We were looking at the questions. He's like, course, Paul's like the Google machine. He's like, he can Google it. You just say something like, I wonder what this is. He's like, hold on.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Google is his friend. Yeah.
Like, I was just casually saying something at his house the other day, and he was like, oh, it's this guy. And I'm like, oh, it's awesome.
And I've done that even with the boys when it comes to Googling. Aiden said, who directed Wonder Woman? And I was like, get my phone, Google it. I was like, I don't know knowledge.
Paul's on it.
I don't have knowledge. Just Google it.
We were watching The Magnificent Seven. And, there's a guy in there. And of course, they have the Asian guy who has knives and stuff. And I was like, I didn't really know who the guy was. I was like, oh, man, look, they got a Storm Shadow. And it is Storm Shadow. Like, the actor who played Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe was the actor. And this,
he was in Red, too, I think.
I mean, I thought he looked familiar, but
Red, too.
I wasn't necessarily. So, Paul, while we're looking at him, he looked at him. He's like, he watches him. He's like,
he has a very menacing face, didn't he?
Paul was like, I don't think you'd like this. He showed it to me. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really down. They're kind of a rap group, duo. So, yeah, with a lot of language. There's much language in there. I'm like,
muy.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So right now, I don't think much about them. After seeing that, I'm like, it's not my cup of tea. Somebody's gonna like it. Just like Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, there was a band that Jake from State Farm, Jake. He showed me, and there were these guys that were, metal giraffe, something.
12-foot giraffe?
No, it was
12-foot ninja?
No, it was these guys, and they were career mimes, and you'll probably know who I'm talking about. Any of you will probably know. Anyways, they do these miming things, and then they sing, and it's this beautiful like a cappella set. I mean, they have great voices. It's weird. It's a weird band, but were pretty talented. So that was really cool, like off the wall. Like, I've never heard of these people ever in my life. That someone introduced, and I was like, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah. I don't think we would probably do a reaction video because there'd be too much beeping. Kind of beep, bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we're actually on YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but our channel is on the YouTube Kids thing.
Yeah.
One of my buddies told me that. I was like,
so we're kid approved from YouTube.
Yeah, we're kind of, we kind of try to keep it family friendly because we do have young students who watch our stuff. So
yes, we do.
Yeah,
so
we do.
Guys, keep it clean.
We do our best.
Yes.
There were a couple of words in the Metallica concert, but I was like, well,
not too bad.
Not too intense though. No. But, yeah. Thanks, Metalhead Hippie. All right, Corman Shearmeyer. Who do you guys think did the best Riders in the Sky cover, and what kind of music do your sons listen to? Whoa, that's a great question, man. Well, I always think of, until my brain goes blank, Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
So Johnny Cash is kind of the one I always think of and hear in my mind when I think of that song or someone says it. I'm like, oh, he wasn't the original guy.
No. And I think of Roy Clark whenever, because I remember them playing it.
You remember that?
I
play that on a hee-haw or something?
Because I remember how fast his fingers were, and he would just, and he'd stick out his tongue whenever he would do it. I remember that. Like, yeah. I kind of remember the Johnny Cash, but we didn't really listen to a lot of Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Well, I didn't either.
Mom thought he was...
the devil.
No, she thought he was depressing.
He was kind of depressing.
She would always say, he led a sad life. That's what he would say, And
Roy Clark
it was true. But Roy Clark was always happy. He was always giggling and laughing, and so I remember the Roy Clark version. So
yeah, there you go. Great question. As far as what our kids listen to, Nicholas likes Alter Bridge.
Yes.
A lot.
And he likes
Devin Townsend.
What is that band?
21 Pilots.
21 Pilots.
All the kiddos today are into the 21 Pilots, so all the kids.
Oh, yeah.
But Alter Bridge is like way up there.
Yeah.
And then he likes the...
he likes POD.
POD, which we did
Pillar.
the concert.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was...
Both of them kind of like the same thing, really.
Yeah.
Aiden's
not as much like listening to music all the time.
Mm-mm.
But Nicholas has always got his earbuds in.
Yeah.
He likes Conquering Dystopia because we always listen to that in the truck, which is Jeff Loomis and Keith Merrill. Every time I'm driving somewhere, that's what song is he likes that. So we're always playing a little game like, who's better, James Hetfield or Jeff Loomis? I'm like, Our card got full again.
Yeah.
I don't even know where it cut off. So if it cut off in the middle of somebody's question, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Final question, Dave Lockwood. Hi, Dave.
Hey.
Been a long time, man. Hope you're doing well out there in the Vegas land.
Ooh.
Is it hot there?
I bet it is.
Because it's freaking hot here.
Ugh.
Anyways, Dave says, if the question's already been asked, and I apologize, but how is Canton doing recovery-wise after the tornado a couple of months ago? Doing okay. You know, a lot of help came in immediately after the tornadoes, and we had a lot of from all over our county and around Texas, and people who even came from further than that to help with cleanup and recovery. And a lot of those folks have gone back home now and gone back to wherever they're from. But it turns out there's still a lot of work to be done. I'm hearing around town that there's still a lot of fences that need to be fixed, and a lot of people's property still picking up just the debris. And a lot of houses were completely demolished, and some are just gone, and then some are just completely just blown everywhere, and so there's just debris all over people's pastures and land and property.
From counties away, people are finding stuff and pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what? There's still. I mean, I think I got an email this week from a local church about this weekend kind of meeting together to go. There's still some families who need some help cleaning up, so it's still, I think, an ongoing process. But it's getting there, and the help and the outpouring of everything from everybody was amazing. But yeah, it's still, I think it's probably going to be a long process for some families and some people. And there are people, like I know there are people who lost their houses, and they didn't have homeowners insurance, so they're just essentially lost everything, and there is no insurance.
Yeah.
Some people have insurance, which helps, but that can be a huge...
Almost like you don't have it.
Yeah. I mean, I met a guy at the Arlington Guitar Show who lived in Rockwall, who, when the big tornado came through there, Rockwall, Rowlett area, that's been over a year ago. He said they're still living in an apartment, him and his wife, and they're like, because they had insurance on their house, but it's still an insurance just dragging their feet, and so it can, even if you have insurance, it can be a nightmare. So it's coming along, and thanks for asking. We really appreciate it. We were very blessed that we didn't experience any damage to our home or our business or anything. So, but it's coming along, man. So, thanks for asking. Appreciate it. And I think that's it. Final questions. We had some technical difficulties with our memory card today, so I apologize for that. But if you have a question for next week,
It's live.
leave it below. We'll try to answer it. Thank you for all the comments. Of course, leave a comment, leave a question. If y'all want to give your responses to some of these questions that we're answering, that's welcome too. And we appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
Music needs you.
And you need the music.
We need the music. And we got to keep the music alive for the next generation.
We do. Keep it going.
Keep them rocking. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Cephas.
Cephas.